Hello and good morning and welcome to another Sunday stroll. I was putting the bag away that I carry my camera around in. So I hope you all had a nice Halloween. Mine was nice. And it's enjoyable. We've put a Halloween special out on the Posts About Ghosts podcast. So you can check that out on our website. The landing page should have it up there. And also you can check it out on iTunes and other. I'm trying to remember the name of the other one. What's it called now? Podcast Addict, I think. Anyway, just give it a search and you should be able to find it. And yeah, you know, it's weird. It's like you come out on a Sunday morning and even though you're not exactly going to wake anybody up where I'm walking here, still sort of speak a bit quieter because I'm quite close to houses, but you're not going to wake anybody up. But it's like, I don't know, it's like a conscious thing, isn't it? Oh, I'll speak a bit quieter because it's early morning. And it's got that autumnal crossing into winter feel to it. So kicking on now into November. So it should be, naturally it's going to get colder. But, yeah. Well, I love this time of the year. I really do. I'm not a fan of summer. It's too hot, too clammy. You never feel like doing anything. And when you do feel like doing something, you know, you get all sweaty and can't be doing with it. The heights of winter I'm not a fan of. It's too cold and the nights dark and miserable really. You never feel like going out and doing anything, so doing these walks as we get into the height of winter's going to be an interesting challenge. Interesting to see that they're emptying this bin up here at last. It's been a long time. So strange doing it early on a Sunday. I guess these days they have fewer workers around, so they have to work longer hours. I can barely see. The sun's shining right in my eyes there. So as the stroll goes, no real subject, just general waffle and ramble, generalised chat. Let's say on these strolls I do try to avoid talking about games, you know, simply because I talk about them during the week, and if it does get a little tough, discussing video games every day. So if you start to cut into the week by giving over another day talking about them, it's going to make keeping it topical. It's going to make it more difficult. So I want to try and stay away from that if I can. But yeah, that sun is right in the eyes. That low winter sun. So there we are. What I'll do is I'll stop here. It'd been a lot easier walking into that. But anyway, stop here and I'll see you in the park. Oh, here we are in the park. Now it looks like later on there's going to be a football game on here. I won't be filming it, but yeah, it's a local football team. Used to do that a few years ago when I was younger, less broken. Used to play on Sundays in the Sunday League, and then when I got a bit older, I used to play with my workmates. I mean, this is a full 11-a-side field. We used to play indoor 5-a-side. Used to play that couple of nights a week on a Wednesday, and then on a Sunday night. I used to be quite. Weird thing was, in that era, I used to go out drinking and used to smoke a little bit as well. And I was probably a lot more physically fit than I am now, where I don't touch alcohol at all, and I haven't smoked since 1999. But yeah, it's age, innit? Age does you in. It's certainly done me in, that's for certain. Age and illness. More illness actually than age, if I'm being honest. But anyway, yeah. Happy memories. I used to love playing football. I used to. Favourite position as an attacking midfield player. You call it a number 10 now in today's phraseology. But I found that role suited me well because I'm quite tall. And back in them days I was quite strong, so I was good at holding the ball up, and it wasn't bad on the ball. I mean, I never would have made it professionally. I was never ever that good. But I enjoyed it, and so that was my favourite position. Used to love it. I like that position because you kind of got the best of both worlds. You got to see quite a bit of the ball, and you could get forward and get goals. You were never sort of bored in the game. But the boss of the team I was playing against always used to keep wanting to put me out on wide right, playing out on the wing. I wasn't fast enough for that, but it was because I was pretty decent at crossing a ball, but I wasn't fast enough. Back in the sort of 80s, wingers were sort of known for their pace. Not so much these days in the game. They don't really play with out and out wingers anymore, but yeah, I'm going to risk it. A number of times I've nearly ended up on my arse coming down this little path here, because it's quite sheltered, it doesn't dry out, so once you get into this bit, the leaves are quite wet and slippy, and it's been raining as well, as usual. But yeah, they're actually coming out now. Whether they're doing like, they must be kicking off, I reckon, about maybe 10 o'clock or whatever. So I might have to bail from here, because it'd be a bit weird filming while they're playing. Might be particularly frowned upon. So I might have to bail out. So yeah. I don't know what is in there. I'm no horticulturalist, so I've got no idea. I'm followed in here for some reason. Oh. God, bloody sun's getting in my eyes. Something fierce. So, well, yeah, we're just doing a Sunday stroll. It's no structure, no topic, just rambling. Things that come into my mind. As I was saying before, this is my favourite time of the year. Autumn/fall and spring. They're the most interesting times of the year, particularly like if you're going out for a walk, because things are just about holding on to life, as it were. And then in the spring, everything's coming back to life. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to drop this down for a sec while I walk past what's the dressing rooms. Yeah. That old smell of liniment brings back some memories. I say I used to play, you know, so amateur non-league level. Well, it wasn't even amateur level. It was just like, I don't know what living level it was. We used to just call it Sunday League back in the day, but I think they've changed all of the terminology for this stuff now. A Sunday League used to be just like local teams, kids and what have you, kids up to like adult, just going and playing on the local fields. I mean, if you say amateur now, I think people think of like sort of the level below the league pyramid. We would call it non-league. But I don't know. I don't know what they call it. It was weird. I used to, nearly went over a twig. Stood on one bit and my foot got hooked under the other bit. It's a good job it was thin. Otherwise I'd have been eating dirt or concrete and leaves or tarmac and leaves. Anyway, yeah. Back then, it was sort of, the hell was I saying? Yeah, I guess all the terminology has changed. It's a whole different kettle of fish now. It used to be fun, but I think these days they've sapped the fun out of it all. It's too structured now, and I'm not overly keen on it, to be honest. Being ill, being in and out of hospital a lot, watching sport has not been something that I've really been able to do, because you have to pay for it. And when you're in the hospital in this lovely country of ours, they charge you for watching TV, and they charge you even more for watching sport. So I just, months and months of being in and out of hospital, I sort of fell out of touch with it all, to the point where now I'm just looking around really, trying to find somewhere to walk. We can go over here. Should have a dog on a lead really, and there's people about to play football. So yeah, I knew this was, when I saw that they'd cut the grass and they'd marked it out, I knew they were going to be playing on a Sunday, so I knew this was going to probably be an issue, doing a Sunday stroll around here. I think if you can get out really early, but I can't because I've got to take my meds. I've got a cocktail of medication I have to take 4 times a day, so I can't come out at the crack of dawn because I have to time my food. I have to time my meds from when I eat. I have to take some and then I have to eat about between half an hour to an hour. So it's not like I could take my meds and then just come out. Let's have a walk around these here allotments. It's not like I could just do that because I'll miss the time to eat, and then the effectiveness of the meds isn't as effective. So that would pretty much land me in a bit of bother really. So it's not like I can do that. So yeah, I'm a bit snookered on that front. I kind of come out when I come out. Anyway, just trying to think here where I could go. I can't really go in there because I don't have an allotment. And I would imagine that they are reserved. I wouldn't like to go in there not having one. I don't know whether you can or you can't. I'm not familiar on the regs. Anyway, I'll hit the old pause button here and try and find somewhere. Or should I just walk back? I'll just walk back for a bit and then I'll see, walking up to going to where I was before now, because I've already done this bit of a walk here, it's going to be a bit much, and I don't really have the right footwear because when I went there last time it was quite soft and mushy, and it's been raining quite a bit, so it'll be even worse. I did keep saying I need to get my Doc Martin boots out, and I need to do it. Really. So yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll hit pause here and try and find somewhere else, and then I'll start again and see what I can come up with. I mean, I could carry on walking around there, but I just don't want to. If they're playing football, the ball's going to be flying everywhere, and there's going to be a lot of shouting and probably some industrial language. If they were anything like when we used to play, they will be. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. So I decided to walk here anyway. I couldn't really think of anywhere else to go, to be honest, and a bit of short notice that I had. So I thought, stick it. I'll try and stick to pathways. Stay out of the grass. Although I don't think there's any velociraptors in here. It'd be funny if there was. Anyhow, so, okay, yeah, I'm going to go over half a tree right from the offset. Did I get this one last time? I don't know if I did. Okay, like a can. So yeah, I did try to sort of record in the park that I walk around normally, and unfortunately they have started to play football on there, so there'll probably be a little bit of that footage I might edit and stick on. I thought I'd walk up here and just have a little walk around here. There's a squirrel over there. Be a nice place to come in sort of spring, summertime here, I think. Have a picnic or whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to do as extensive an exploration as I did last time. It's quite wet and I don't have the footwear. I don't have the footwear really to go on the mushy stuff. It's funny how you can find these little places, isn't it? They just take you back a bit. Wonder how much of this place actually does have a path, and how much of it is just paths leading to grass. I'm going to have to sort my life out with this, I think, as I get on. Litterbugs. There's really no excuse for it in here because there's multiple bins. People disgust me. They really do. Like, literally there's a bin right there. So not a lot really going on. I've my monthly hospital appointment next week, which I always dread. You always feel like you're under a microscope, these blood tests. And it drives me mad. It's find the whole thing, not the actual blood test itself, but the process of it with regards to what they might find. I find stressful, and it's worse when you feel okay, when you feel well, because you know anything that comes back that's not great is less expected. When you're feeling ill, you kind of expect it to be off, you know. And they need to come and put some more of this stuff out. Oh, squirrels. Nice. It's getting a bit bare under the ground there. You can see the packing they used, I guess. You know, they used to sort of contain things, stop them moving about. Starting to show through. You need to put a bit more of this stuff down to cover them up. It's sticking out a bit there. Oh, groovy. To go back. So yeah, got a lot going on coming up. Don't really have too many things to sort of say really. I've got some ideas for next week's walkie-talkies. About a couple of episodes planned. So hopefully I can get something said about that. But as I do keep saying, it is difficult. I don't want to start repeating myself, and I might actually, what I've been thinking is sort of broadening the topics I cover to include films and what have you, simply because I'm really struggling on the gamer front, really struggling now for content. I've got a couple of things, but aside from that, that's it. So, you know, I'm going to have to broaden it, otherwise I'm going to have nothing to talk about on the walks, and that's not going to be very good. Away fly. Yeah. These are easy, because I don't have anything to talk about. I don't need to. It's just a stroll. It's unstructured, really. But with the other stuff, it isn't. Alright, Stroppo. Yeah. I do like doing these walks. It's good to get out in the air. Definitely. I don't think I came through here last time. I'm not sure. Oh well. I mean, last time I was in here. Oh, I did, because I came through there. Just looks a bit different because there's a lot more leaves on the ground this time than there was previously. Anyhow. So, oh, hell. Put myself in the mire here, aren't I? I'm going to have to cross it. Oh, stick. So, yeah. I hope everyone had a nice and pleasant Halloween. Now, here in the UK, we have bonfire night coming up. Well, actually, say coming up, it's pretty much already here, to be honest with you. People have been letting fireworks off for weeks. I mean, officially it's not supposed to be until the 5th of November, but that's bonfire night. But to be honest with you, it's like being in a bit of a war zone. The bloody fireworks going off all the time. That to look forward to. That'll be all week. There's quite a few this weekend, but there'll be a load all week. going into the weekend to be there all week. So you know, I have to contend with that. That's a pointless waste of money ever. But hey ho, people like it, so it's alright. I got over that when I was a kid. I used to, because you could watch other people's fireworks going off. So instead I used to ask for a Star Wars figure when I was a little kid instead. Because it's something you've got permanently then, haven't you? You know, it's not all gone in a few seconds. And as I say, I mean, I like watching them, but they got really expensive at some point. And it just got to the point where it was like a box of fireworks was more money than actually buying a decent toy, you know, not like cheapo stuff. Because I used to get a Star Wars figure instead. It actually worked out cheaper. And I say I used to just sit in my bedroom, look out the window, and I could see everybody else's firework display. The people next door to us, they had like kids that were about my age as well. And they used to put fireworks displays on for their kids, and I could see into their back garden from my back window. So all the ones that didn't shoot up in the air and explode, your rockets and all of the other stuff, I'd see them anyway, and I was never really that bothered by them, you know. So I was just, I don't have anything against it. There are those that every year, oh, it should be banned. Yeah. Christ, there's that twig again. She's trying to get me. Let's go this way. I've already got my footwear soaked, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, it's like miserable. Ban this and ban that. It's like, oh, piss off. Like, I'm not bothered by it. You know, I don't partake in it. You know, I think my view is, if, from my own perspective, it would be a colossal waste of money. But I don't begrudge other people having fun and celebrating it. I don't get what it is with these killjoys. I really don't. It's like, in the world miserable enough as it is, you know, I wake up this morning and there's more stabbings going, you know, on a train. Just people going about their daily business, not harming anyone, not doing anything. And some bloody maniac comes along. You know, the life-threatening injuries for some, there'll be life-changing injuries. I know what life-changing stuff is, having experienced it myself, and I'm telling you, it's awful. One time in your life you're living it like everybody else, and the next time you're different. And you know, you have to do everything differently, you have to do things differently, you have to think differently. You know, when you go out, you can't just grab your keys to your car, or you know, stick your coat on and just go out. You have to plan it. And even then, there are things that you can't do anymore. So I feel for them people. I really do. This is the world we live in right now. It's not particularly great. And then there are people out there, you know, with a little joy that people can have in this life. Little bits of fun and enjoyment. Just, you know, let's face it, in a ratio between all the crap we have to deal with, it's like scraps off the table. And there are people out there that want to take that away. Quite why, I don't know. What's their issue? Doesn't affect them. Get proper annoyed by it, I do. I really do. It's just, I don't understand them. Don't understand it at all. Why stop other people enjoying themselves, having fun? The important thing with people like that, I always think, is to push back against it. I think like you can have the philosophy of just to ignore them, and you can to a degree, but then there are points in life where you do have to push back against it. You have to say, no, I'm not going to accept it. I'm going to push back against it, and you're not going to run the narrative, which is what they want to do. It's fascinating to me, this, having seen where it was when I was a kid. You say it was about a mile and a half, hell, maybe even 2 miles from here. It's quite a distance away. So it's pretty mad seeing that they relocated this whole thing brick by brick. It's really cool. And I say, in the last video when I was here, it looked nothing like this. It was covered in graffiti. It was half filled with concrete. There was no windows. I don't think this door was there either. It was a mess. It was just abandoned. The reason it was like half filled with concrete, God almighty, these stones are slippy right there. Must be a bit of moss or something. Was because these people were hiding out in it, doing all manner of stuff. It's just nice to see. It's got a proper place. Not its original location, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter really. Where that original location is, it's just a little bit of a grass traffic island for a main motorway. So, well, I think to be honest with you, I think I'm done. I've done a bit of walking, you see, because I hadn't planned on coming this way. So I've kind of gone in the opposite direction to do my walk, and then sort of ended up back here. Ended up coming to this park again. So I've done a bit of walking. When I cut everything together, it'll be interesting to see how long it goes on for. But I'll head back, and if I see anything interesting on the way back, I might just go a slightly different way. I'll pop the camera out and film it, but aside from that, you all take care. Have a really nice rest of your Sunday. And I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. I do have to go and pick my car up. It's not fixed. It's road legal now. It's not fixed. I need to pick it up because they've had it for months. They can't do anything else with it. So it's just back to me to try and just run it for a bit and see if that fixes the problem. They feel the electric issue might be damp. The problem is them keeping it there at this time of the year. Try and do this with one hand, AD, come on. trying to do it this time of the year, leaving it there, it's just going to get damp again. So the problem's either going to get worse, or it ain't going to get better. So, yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow unless I find something else. I'm going to do a slight detour on the way back. Unless I see something else, I'll catch you then. So, thank you for watching. Take care.